Hello, everybody. So we're going to finish up the last lesson of Chapter 11 today, and we're doing problem-solving unknown angle measures. And so let's look at the essential question is, how can you use this strategy, draw a diagram, to solve angle measurement problems? All right, Mr. Tran is cutting a piece of kitchen tile as shown at the right. So it looks like he has a square, and he's cutting it in half, diagonally. He needs tiles with 45-degree angles to make a design. After the cut, what is the angle measure of the part left over? Can Mr. Tran use both pieces in the design? Use the graphic organizer below to solve the problem. All right, what do I need to find? I need to find the angle measure of the measure of angle ABD. Okay. What information do I need to use? Well, the measure of angle CBA is 90 degrees, and the measure of angle CBD is 45 degrees. How will I use the information? I can draw a bar model and use the information to figure out the unknown angle, to find the unknown angle, which was ABD. Okay, all right. So how do we use that? Well, we're going to draw a bar model to represent the problem. So here we see that one of the angles is 45. The x represents the measure of the unknown angle ABD. Okay, and you notice we have the x here where we put the degree signs. Okay, all right. Well, so 45 plus the unknown angle has to equal 90. Well then, so measure of angle ABD plus the measure of angle CBD equals the measure of ABC. All right, so x plus 45 equals 90 degrees. Well, what's 90 take away 45? 45 degrees. So the measure of angle ABD is 45 degrees as well. Since both tiles measure 45 degrees, Mr. Tran can use both pieces in the design. All right, and it says, what other equation can you write to solve the problem? Well, we could do this. We could say 90 minus the measure of angle CBD equals the measure of angle ABD. Okay? So we can also just set up a subtraction problem, and then it would look like this. 90 minus 45 degrees equals the measure of angle ABD. So 45 degrees is the measure of angle ABD. So let's look at page 460. Marisol is building a frame for a sandbox, but the boards she has are too short. She must join two boards together to build a side as shown. At what angle did she cut the first board? So they're telling us that this angle, KJL, is 55 degrees. KJH is a straight angle. So the combination of X plus KJL will give me 180. So what do I need to find? What angle did she cut the first board? Oh, did she cut the first board? What information do I need to use? That the measure of angle KJH is 180 degrees, the measure of KJL is 55 degrees. Okay, what will I use? We're going to use the idea of the bar model. Okay, that's what we're practicing today. So I can use a bar model to find the measure of the unknown angle. So how are we going to solve this problem? Well, let's draw the picture. So we know that if we combine the angle x, measure of angle x, plus, let me repeat that, I'm sorry. If we find the measure of the missing angle represented by x, which is the angle HJL, and we add that to 55, it has to have a sum of 180. So our equation would be the measure of angle HJL plus the measure of angle KJL. Now remember, it does. I can switch places with the L and the H. It's just that the J has to be in the middle of both the angles. And what does that equal? It has to equal 180. All right, what's HJL? X. Measure of KJL is 55 degrees. All right, so what's 180? Take away 55. X equals 125 degrees. Explain how you can check the answer to the problem. I can add the measure of angle HJL plus the measure of angle KJL, and it should be 180. So 125 plus 55. Does that equal 180? 5 and 5 is 10. Regroup the 110. 5 tens plus 2 tens plus the regroup 10 is 8. So yes. Okay. All right, let's go to 461. And Laura cuts a square out of a scrap paper as shown. What is the angle measure of the piece left over? So this whole piece of paper was 115 degrees. So PNM measures 115 degrees. She cut off this angle. So she cut off M and Q. What angle did she cut off? All right, so let's draw a bar model to represent that. So we know that 180, I'm sorry, not 180. We know that the unknown angle plus what is left, P and Q, is a 90-degree angle. And together, that has to equal 115 degrees. So what equation do I need? I need the measure of angle M and Q plus the measure of angle P and Q. And that's going to equal 115 degrees. So what is the measure of angle MNQ? Well, that's the unknown. So that's X. PNQ is 90 degrees. It is not 115. 115 is the entire piece of paper. What was left after she cut it off was a 90-degree angle. Okay, so x plus 90 equals 115. So what's the, sorry, what's the angle of the missing piece? Well, it's 115 minus 90. So 25 degrees. All right, Jackie trimmed a piece of scrap metal to make a straight edge as shown. What is the measure of the piece she trimmed off? Well, so if we look at this angle here, they're saying that it's all the way to here, and we're just going to cut this little piece here along the dashed line. Well, if I take that off, that forms a straight line, right? Yeah, it does. So we have 225 degrees minus x equals 180. What is x? Well, let's go 225 minus 180, 45. 225 minus 45 is 180. So the measure of angle x equals 45 degrees. What if, number 3, what if Laura cut a smaller square as shown? Would measure of M and Q be different? Okay, so when I look here, you see the dashed lines. Okay, so that's going to be the new size. But do you notice the angles? The angles are still exactly the same. It still forms a 90-degree angle. So they would not be the same. I'm sorry, would not be different. Measure of M and Q would not be different. Only the size of the square changed. Not the angles. Number 4, the map shows Marco's paper route. When Marco turns right onto Center Street from Main Street, what degree does he make? And it says draw a dashed line to extend Oak Street to form a 180-degree angle. Okay, so he's coming up here on Main Street and he's going to turn right onto Center Street. They want to know what that angle is. And they're saying that if you extend Oak Street, to form a 180-degree angle. Okay. Actually, we can make the line up here. Okay, so Oak Street would be 180 degrees. So far, Oak Street to Center Street makes a 125-degree angle. Well, what do we know about 180 degrees? I mean, a straight angle is 180 degrees. So this missing piece added to 125 has to be 180. So we're going to go 125 plus something equals 180. 180, take away 125. So it should be 55 degrees. actually. Okay, so let's continue with number 4. So the map shows Marco's paper route. When Marco turns right onto Center Street from Main Street, what degree turn does he make? And they're saying, hint, draw a dashed line to extend Oak Street to form a 180-degree angle. And so we did that, okay? And we know that to figure out this part of the angle, we can add the 125 plus that to get a straight angle. So this piece right here is 55 degrees. But they want to know what the whole angle is, okay? Well, what is x? Well, if this is 90, then this is also 90. So now let's go 90 plus 55. So 90-degree angle plus 55-degree angle would be 145 degrees. All right. So again, what we did was I found the missing angle, the smaller angle of this straight angle, which gave me 180 if I added them together. So that piece was 55. I see that this is a right angle. If I add that together with this one, it would have another 90-degree angle. Okay. It comes up here and would go there. So that's 90. And just add the 90 and the 55 together to get 145. All right, page 462. Number 5. Two angles form a straight angle. One angle measures 89 degrees. What is the measure of the other angle? The sum of the two angles has to equal 180. So 180 take away 89 equals, well, we can't take 9 from nothing. So we'll regroup the 8 tens as 7 tens and 10 ones. 10 ones take away 9 ones is 1. 7 tens take away 8 tens. Can't do that, so we'll regroup the 100 as 10 tens. 17 take away 8 is 9. So 91 degrees is the missing angle. The measure of the other angle is 91 degrees. Look back at problem 5. Write a similar problem about two angles that form a right angle. All right, so two angles form a right angle. One angle measures, choose anything less than 90, right? One angle measures 31 degrees. What is the measure of the other angle? Okay. Well, 90 take away 31. I can't take 1 from nothing, so I'll regroup the 9 tens as 8 tens and 10 ones. 10 take away 1 is 9. 8 tens take away 3 tens is 5. So my answer is 59 degrees. So there's no right or wrong answer as long as your two angles add up to 90 degrees. Okay. Sam paid $20 for 2 t-shirts. The price of each t-shirt was a multiple of 5. what are the possible prices of the t-shirts? Well, multiples of 5, 10, 15, 20. Now he bought 2 shirts, right? So 2 shirts add together has to be $20. Well, it can't be 20 then. Because if he pays $20 for 1 shirt, then he's only buying 1 shirt. So it has to be some combination of 5, 10, and 15. Well, if 1 shirt costs 5 and the other costs 15, that would be 20. What if we had each shirt cost $10? That would be 20. So 5 and $15 or 10 and $10. Number 8. Zaina has 3 boxes with 15 art books in each box. She has 2 bags with 11 math books in each bag. If she gives 30 books away, how many art and math books does she have left? Okay, so we have 3 boxes with 15 art. We have 2 bags with 11 math books. She gives away 30. How many art and math books does she have left? Well, first, let's figure out how many art books she has. Art would be 15 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Regroup the 110. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 more, regroup 10. 45. So she has 45 art books. Then she had 2 bags of 11 math books. So she has 45 plus 22. 5 and 2 is 7. 4 and 2 is 6. She has 67 books. She gave away 30. So she has 37 art and math books left. What's the question? It measures greater than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees. Well, what type of angle is that? What is the measure of an acute angle? I guess you could also say what is an acute angle? Two angles, angle A and angle B, form a straight angle. Angle A measures 65 degrees. For numbers 10A through 10C, select true or false for the statement. Okay, well first let's draw our straight angle that they're saying. And measure A measures 65 degrees. Okay, I'm going to call that A right there. Angle B is an acute angle. So that's A and this is B. Well, what's 180 take away 65? 115. Is 115 degrees acute? No, so that's false. The equation 180 minus 65 equals x can be used to find the measure of angle B. Yeah, that's true. The measure of angle B is 125 degrees. No, it's 115 degrees. False. Okay, so that is the end of our chapter 11 discussion. The next time we meet, we'll be doing the chapter 11 review to practice for the test. Until then, may the numbers always be in your favor.